This Mike, the philosopher, here with another one. This one, another reaction from Kendra. All right. Title is Ready to Be a Wife. I have not seen this before. I'll be watching it with y'all. Let's watch it together and see what she's talking about.
Hello.
Hey, hi.
Hi. What's
How
your
are you
name, honey?
today? My name is Vicky. Hi,
Vicky. Where you from?
everyone.
Hi, Vicky.
I'm from I'm from Oakland, California, but I live in Atlanta now. So,
Atlanta. How old are you, Vicky?
yes. I'm 34.
34. What you do for a living, honey?
Well, I used to work. I'm currently unemployed. So I'll just be honest. I'm unemployed right now, but I do work hard at taking care of myself. I'm just looking for work right now, so it's
Why are you
okay.
unemployed? Did you just lose your job or you've been unemployed for a while?
Well, I actually resigned because I want to get into like the Atlanta scene. My job took a lot of my time. So I kind of want to, I'm 34, I'm almost 35, and like, I kind of want to get into the scene and get out. But at the same time, it's like, I really don't like the attention at the same time.
Okay, first impressions, y'all. She got a funny looking face, if I'm being honest. I don't know. Is it like a gerbil face or something? I don't know. I'm not saying she's ugly. She's not ugly, but you have to get used to her face. This is just a first impression male perspective. Maybe it's the lighting. I don't know, but that's not even what I really noticed. What I really noticed is already off the bat, this woman is a bad decision maker. Okay, she doesn't take me as a woman who makes good decisions. Why would you resign from your job at 34, 33, 34, whatever, and you don't have another job in place? Why would you want to be a part of the Atlanta scene and you're not, you don't like the attention? Okay, she done already made two. She got two strikes already. You quit your job and you don't have another one lined up. You want to be a part of an Atlanta scene, but you don't like attention. What are you doing already? You don't seem to be someone who is a decision maker. Like, did you just move to Atlanta? That was probably another hasty decision you made. It ain't starting off good, but let's go back in.
What you want to get in the Atlanta scene in what way?
I've always been scared to come out here, and I finally came out here. So, um, we'll say like in my early 20s when I was going out and young in college and traveling, I'd meet a lot of cool guys. They'd be like, come to Atlanta," and I'm like, I'm not ready yet, but I'm finally ready. So
Okay, so a couple of things. How are you paying your bills if you're not working?
I just left my job like 2 weeks ago, so I'm okay until I find something else.
Okay. But you said you
Yeah.
want to, so you looking for a new profession?
Oh man, I wish I had the Jeopardy music here to play the Jeopardy music. I mean, look at her face, y'all. Look at her face. Uh, what do they call those sharpies? Those what are those? Look, listen. I'm not trying to insult the woman at all. Okay, I'm sure she's a nice looking woman. I'm just saying her face looks a certain type of way, especially scrunched up like that. But Kendra is asking some really legitimate questions. Okay, how are you paying your bills? What are you doing? You just left. Why are you trying to be a part of the Atlanta scene? She's asking some pretty good questions, but it's becoming more and more clear to me this chick don't make good decisions. Okay, that's a red flag. I'm only how many a minute and a half in, and my expertise on reading women and men, and I tell you right now, red flags. She don't make good decisions. She just don't. To what extent, that remains to be seen. But from what I see, she don't major decisions. Now, who knows? This whole Atlanta thing could end up paying off for her. Probably could put her in a better position financially later on down the road. Seemed like she moved there for all the wrong reasons. She wanted to be a part of the scene. She had a job she resigned from. Nothing else, you know, as an option down the pike. And she can't seem to rationalize simple questions that Kendra is asking her. Now look at Kendra's face and look at her face right now. That's what kind of day this is going to be. All right, let's hear her answer. Let's go in.
Not really, no.
So what does it
No.
mean? Okay, because I'm trying to understand. So you quit your job, and I can get that. You're not looking for a new profession. So what does it mean that I want to get into the Atlanta scene?
Like go to a job where I can be more interactive with people, more like the nightlife, like look for like a waitressing or bartending or
So you were looking for another profession. What was your job
Yeah.
before you quit?
I worked for the post office when COVID hit, and before that I was teaching kids, and then COVID hit, so I went to the post office.
But you said you just quit your job 2 weeks ago, right?
Yes.
And that was the post office?
No, it was a corporate job in
Okay.
Midtown Atlanta. So
And
tried
that
the
job.
corporate, but I didn't like it.
Okay, let's keep going. Do you have any kids, Vicky?
No, I do not.
No kids. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aries.
An Aries. So this
Yes.
is Vicky in Atlanta, 34, Aries, unemployed. She quit her job 2 weeks ago. No kids. What kind of men are you looking for, honey?
Someone who is ready to love. Someone who is ready to accept a role as a man and be supportive to his woman and expecting his woman to be the same as well.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Just loyal.
I don't know how often Kendra asks these questions, but I would think if you watch Kendra, you kind of know these questions is coming, and some of these people just seem to be so off put by these questions, just a little puzzling to me. It's almost as if she hasn't thought about any of these questions yet. I don't know. I mean, are y'all getting that? Because that's what I'm getting. It's almost like all of this is brand new. It could be brand new to her. Who knows? She probably don't watch Kendra like that. But you still probably should know what kind of man you're looking for. She gave a generic answer, a guy who's ready to love. So she followed up with, give me some deal breakers. Let's hear some of these deal breakers, y'all.
Well, cheating. I don't believe in cheating at my age, at 34, 35. That's out the door. So
Okay. When was your last relationship?
June of last year. So not this June, the June of last year was my last relationship.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
September. The
So,
beginning of September.
okay, and you wasn't in a relationship,
No.
but you had sex.
Yeah, it was an old friend from years ago who came to visit. So
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So this is what I've been thinking about lately is because cheating is the number one reason that women say they don't want to tolerate, they're not going to tolerate cheating. And I get that, but then how do you explain cheating, as in your man sleeping with somebody else, but you're willing to sleep with somebody without a relationship?
I can do it. You can't. That's the rule of a lot of women. Not every woman, but too many women. Hypocrisy is a big thing. I talk about this in a lot of my videos. I can do that. You can't. There is a difference. I get special treatment. I don't judge myself the way I'm going to judge you. I can justify doing whatever I do. I will not justify anything that you do. I live in a world that revolves around me. I am the main character in my own movie. I can do whatever I want to do in this Truman Show. But you got a script to read. You got to follow the rules. Probably the biggest complaint I have with women is their hypocrisy. It just it boils my blood, for real. Now, I'm not saying necessarily that she is in that realm yet, but she's getting there. And Kendra is kind of pushing her, saying, how can you justify this if you moving like this? Let's see what her answer is and see if she can justify it. Hopefully it's not a bunch of hypocrisy. I haven't seen this before. I don't know what she's going to say. Let's see if she has a good explanation for these double standards.
Because I'm single and doing what I want to do. I'm single. So, hey, it's not just like a man I met yesterday. This is someone I actually had a connection with, and he was in town and we just hooked up.
I get that. I get that. But I think situationships is a contradiction to a man that cheats. And the reason I say that is you are saying you will have sex with a man without a relationship. But if you get in a relationship and because the point is this, if you're having a situationship, more than likely he might be sleeping with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So that means in a non-relationship, you could sleep with a man that sleeps with other women. But then if you got in a relationship, it's like, oh, well, if you sleep with somebody else, I wouldn't be with you. So I think that women have to start probably letting go of situationships, because it's kind of hard to be like, I can sleep with a man with no relationship and he can sleep with whoever, and I'm fine with that. But if I get in a relationship, child, you better not sleep with nobody. It's like, it kind of contradicts.
I mean, we would have to set that standard. It's not like I met you today and you're going to have to drop everything. We would have to work, to a healthy relationship to where we can establish that, not just you met me today and cut off everything. Know what's going on and how can, communicate.
Okay, fair enough. Let's keep going. Does the guy have to look a certain way?
Yes.
Okay, how does he have to look, honey?
Just handsome and confident. Handsome and confident.
Hold on, let me get my phone. I did this earlier. Ooh, I can see my whole way. Is there a celebrity or a person in mind how he has to look?
It's a secret.
Well, I guess what do you consider handsome?
Athletic.
Okay. He has to be athletic.
Tall, please tall. Like, I'm used to tall. I used, like, when I was younger and I was like hot, hotter. I would say like 6'5", but I go like 5'11", something around 6 feet. Yeah.
Around 6 feet. So 5'11", 6 feet, athletic.
Yes.
Okay. What about money? Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
This has to be successful.
Is there a money part to that?
I don't know. It seemed like every time I pause it, she making all these funny looking faces, man. um, why is she giving answers that's so vague? So vague. He has to be this. He has to be successful. What does that look like? Uh, what how, should he look a certain type of way? He should be handsome. Like, give me a celebrity that's this is what Kendra is saying. Like, she's so vague with everything. So it's kind of hard to nail down what this chick is looking for. Like I said before, within the first minute of this video, I said this chick don't make good decisions. She don't. I'm sticking with that so far. I haven't seen anything to steer me away from that. Look like not only do she not make good decisions, but it looked like some of her decisions is hard to make. I mean, she look how hard she's thinking of to try to make a decision is it's effort. It's a lot of work for her for some reason. And even when she's done making her decisions, ain't always the best ones. So I don't know. You can kind of see some squirrels in a hamster wheel up in her head a little bit. But I'm gonna try to cut her some slack, man, and see what she's talking about. Let's go back in.
Not at the moment, no.
Because I was gonna say, no judgment, but you actually are not working right now.
No. Mm-mm.
So would you consider yourself successful?
Very, yes. Very.
What did I tell y'all about hypocrisy? What did I just tell you? Huh? I haven't seen this before. What did I tell you about hypocrisy? Didn't I tell you that makes it makes my skin crawl? And look at this chick. I said this in another video too. It was another chick I did a video on. She was welfare. She was on welfare. Had 5 kids. Right. Her man had to bring home $200K. And she in the projects. Make it make sense. And this chick, she's not working. She quit her job. She consider herself successful. On what planet? This is why I said. This is why I say she don't make good decisions. I would not try to get with this chick. If I'm being honest, as a guy, smash and dash. That's it. What her friend did, came into town, busted cheeks, left out. I can't say I'm mad at that guy. You can't build. Listen, I only got one chance, right, to create a family. I'm not going to create a family with a woman who seems to make bad decisions, seems to have to put in a lot of effort to make these decisions, and I know that she is functioning under a level of hypocrisy and double standards. Why in the world would I waste my one time to make a family with her? Put it in the comments. Am I too hard on her? Do you understand where I'm coming from? Put it in the comments. I'd be interested to know. Let's hear some more of this.
So So you'll date a man without a job?
No, I wouldn't, to be honest.
What I tell you, hip hip.
No.
But you want him to date you without a job?
We could talk about it and I would help him get to where he wanted to be, or we wanted to be. We would have to help each other, you know.
Yeah, but you don't have a job, so you're saying you would have dated a man that, so you wouldn't date yourself, basically.
I would. Yeah, I would.
You just said he had to have a job. You don't have a job, but you would date yourself? Make it make sense. That's all I'm asking. Please make it make sense. No, you wouldn't. You just said you don't want a man without a job. That is you. You don't have a job, but you would date you? Why would you date you if you don't got a job? It's hard to maneuver some of these double standards and this hypocrisy. Okay? This is what men got to deal with. This is the mentality that far too many men got to deal with and far too many women have. I'm not saying it ain't on the man's side too. It is on the man's side too. But I'm a guy, okay? I can mainly give you a male perspective. I can see things from a women's perspective too, okay? But I'm pretending to be the customer. I'm pretending to be a man right now, and I'm looking at this chick like, are you crazy? For real. I got one chance to make a family, and you expect me to buy into this? Now, I know if you were me, you would buy into you. But you ain't me. I'm me. I don't have a habit of lying to myself. I am not drenched in hypocrisy and double standards. Let's face it, she wouldn't date a guy who was unemployed. So when she says she would date herself, she's either delusional or she's lying. I want to say she's delusional. Why is she delusional? Because, see, here's the thing. She has a grandiose view of herself. And I said this in another video too. A lot of people, especially women, have a self-image of themselves that is inflated. It's not accurate. So they're never going to say anything contrary to who they believe they are. In other words, they're never going to say anything that's negative about themselves. But give those same situations and scenarios to a man, and he's not going to pass the test. I'm okay. I'm successful being a broke, unemployed woman. I'm successful. I would totally date me. But if a man is in my shoes and he is without a job, I wouldn't date him. That's delusion. A lot of women live in delusion. And they want men to sign up for that. And it's way too many women out here who are not striking fair deals to men. They're just not. they wouldn't even do what they expect men to do, and that's date somebody who is broke and without a job. She talking about being a bartender and bussing tables. But she's successful. Look at Kendra's face. Again, I told myself, Mike, don't try to make sense out of nonsense. I have to apply that theory and woosah because it ain't gonna ever make sense. Let's go back in.
And I would help myself. Yes.
So you would
You
date a
know,
man without a job then?
No,
if he's willing to look for one, I'd help him.
Okay. Okay. Let's do the
Yeah.
Kendra Cam.
she wouldn't date him. She wouldn't
Oh,
date him.
okay. Let's do this. Okay. You ready? This is. Can you see?
We can see. I
See my
think maybe
really
it could be
small.
my light.
Let's see. Can you see?
Okay, we can see you. You look small.
Yeah, I'm tiny. Well,
Okay.
people always talking like, "Why are you single? Why are you single?" I'm like, "Well, it's kind of a secret." So I just
What happened? Who said why you single?
there's someone. There's someone.
Spit it
Which
out.
makes me afraid of something else, you know?
Wait, I'm confused. You said that people are saying why you single? Why you single? And who's the someone? I'm confused. What do you speak like? Speak full sentence.
Yeah, she's speaking in code. Um, I really want to know why she's single now. I have my own theories. Her Kendra Cam didn't look too bad, but I need some more information on this chick. Let's go in.
I've been around who I wanted to be with, but we've never interacted, you know? So
You don't like you then. It's that simple. No, if why haven't y'all interacted if you guys been around each other? Men are simple. If he liked
it's
it,
like
you.
a fire.
If he
It's
liked,
like a
not liked
fire.
it. Say again.
It's like a fire. It's like a fire that's there, and it's like I'm not ready to touch that yet. It's not time.
So he's trying to talk to you then.
Yes.
Oh, you said that you never interacted with him.
It's a long story,
Give
but
me the short version, because one instance you said you never interacted with him, and then now you're saying he tried to talk to you. This shouldn't be complicated.
because it's like when you see something could be so beautiful and you know you can mess it up. It's like I'm not ready to touch it yet. Like that stove is too hot. You
No,
know?
but explain this. You told me at first he never interacted with you.
It's like a stove. It's like don't touch it because it's
No, this is simple. Has he ever tried to talk to you? Like, has he asked you out on a date?
he's shy. Like it's like we're
No, no, no. Has he asked you? I'm asking you clear questions. Has he ever asked you out on a date?
not yet. No, I've been invited to go. I've been invited to go. You
No,
know,
no, no. The
associate.
question, no, no, no. The question is, has he ever came up to you and said he wants to take you out on a date?
Not yet. No.
And you feel as though, but you feel as though he likes you.
Yes.
Why do you feel as though he likes you? He's never asked you out on a date.
Because it's not the right time.
How do you know it's not the right time? Men are so simple. If he liked you, he would just ask you on a date. It's really not that hard.
You're right. It's not. But it's like
Do y'all see what I see yet? I swear I haven't seen this before. This chick, I got one shot. One shot. I got to pick a woman who I think is going to have my kids, stay in a relationship, stay married, be loyal, be a good wife to me, be a good mother to the kids, make great financial decisions on behalf of the family. And you give me her? Look at Kendra. Kendra face says it all for me. For real? Look at her. If I got one shot, I'm not going to waste it on her. And I ain't even sorry to say that. I'm not going to waste it on her. She say it's too hot. It's too hot. Can't touch it. Yeah, I wouldn't touch it. It's too hot. She's too unstable. Probably mentally, because she don't make good decisions. Psychologically, emotionally, she's probably too unstable. Probably even misread her situation with this guy that she's dreaming about, because she's in delusion. She's in fantasy world. So she probably had this grandiose image of this guy. He probably ain't even thinking about her. But these are the women that men have to choose from. And we have to make a wife out of these women. Now, listen, there's a lot of troubled brothers out there, too. I'll admit that. I don't find the men videos with Kendra as entertaining because some of them be fronting. If y'all got one, send it to me, blackmanrankings@gmail.com. I'll review it. I'll review whatever y'all want me to review. If you say, hey Mike, review this, send me the link. Okay, I'll review it. I'll review it for you. But send me whatever you got. And if you want to talk about a topic or a subject or whatever, let me know. blackmanrankings@gmail.com. Be happy to talk to y'all too on camera. You got to be cammed up, but we can talk. I'm here for y'all. I'm here for the people. All right. I mean, she just looks like she's still in her adolescent emotional frame. It's almost as if she's stuck at 5 years old emotionally. I'm not saying intellectual or whatever. She's smart enough to. She's 33, so she got that. I'm talking about emotionally. She's still at 5 years old. Let's go back in.
It just feels like it's not the right time, you know?
What impression has he given you that he likes you?
The way it's just the chemistry. So, and you're right. It's like I want to let it go and move on, but it's like it's something. It's like,
but what
no.
chemistry if you guys have never interacted?
5.
It's kind of like I don't know, and I never got the opportunity to sit and really like how do you feel? That interaction has never been there, so it's like just move on, you know?
Yes, I like the move on part. I think all women need to get this. If a man likes you, he's going to talk to you. So I
Right.
know we like to do everything but accept the fact that there's a movie about it and it's the truest thing. He might not just be that into you. I'm not trying to be rude, but I
Yeah,
want you
no,
to
that's
get it.
fine.
Only reason I want you to get it is because I don't want you to sit waiting on a man that probably really
Right.
isn't an option.
Right.
Yeah. Like ladies, you don't have to wonder. Women do be playing hard to get and be like, oh, I didn't men ain't like that. If he wanna talk to you, child, he gonna talk to you.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That's
But this man is fine, I'm assuming.
To me, yes.
Okay, all right. I forget the last question. So, oh yeah. So, what are three flaws you have to work on, Vicky?
Please, Kendra, don't ask this chick no more difficult questions. Her processor is so slow, man. I mean, y'all remember Windows Vista? Like she's dealing with that browser, that OS, Windows 98, that operating system. She's still on Windows 98. Okay, no disrespect to the chick. I'm sure she's a nice woman, but you can throw a monkey wrench in her processor real easy. I mean, just watching her come up with a decision is hilarious to me. Uh, so let's see what she say.
I don't. Nobody's perfect, and I don't think my flaws are flaws. I just think men aren't ready to receive that. Like, uh, I'm very caring. I'm very honest. I'm very attentive.
No, these are I said flaws. These are good attributes. What are three
Flaws.
things yeah.
I think I broke them. I used to put my family first.
Okay.
But like, if my mom needs something or my dad, like, drop everything and go. Like, I've even left the relationship because my grandfather was sick. Like,
See, that's a backwards answer, because it still puts you in a good light. People say stuff like that. Oh, I always put my family first. I love too hard. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm too caring with people. That's still a sideways compliment to yourself. Stop playing. What is something you really need to work on? How about listening? How about making better decisions? Which is what I can see. How about being more realistic? How about getting rid of your hypocrisy and double standards? How about these things? I can see those are things you need to work on. But people aren't very critical of themselves. They got blinders on with themselves. They can see everybody else, but with themselves, blinders. They don't see what's wrong with them. And it's too hard to really admit something is wrong with you because now you got to do the work. Now you got to improve. A lot of people don't want to do that work. But she's going to continue to give herself back compliments on the things that she needs to improve on. Oh, I'm too loving. I drop everything with my family and I go. I'm too dependable. It's like, oh my goodness. So disingenuous. Let's go in.
I was like, I gotta go. So it's like, I have to live for myself. And that's hard. And people say you're such a sweet girl, like, oh, we just can't believe it. And I'm like, I can't believe it either. So it's just like, just take it one day at a time, you know? So, but as far as like flawed, as a single woman looking to be in a relationship and what I would bring to the relationship, I honestly don't see any flaws. It's more of if the other person is ready to be in a happy, healthy, committed relationship.
Here's another flaw you have, sweetheart. Delusion. Okay? The lack of self assessment. and reflection, a inaccurate self-image, I can run them down. Okay? You got plenty of stuff to work on. I can tell you about yourself real easy. I told y'all she was going to continue to compliment herself and give herself, back compliments and say that she don't see any flaws. So a man will have to come into a relationship with her and fix her. That's your job as her man, to fix her. Even though she don't think anything is wrong with her, you have to fix her, and you have to convince her of these things that are wrong with her. That's a full-time job. Why would I got one chance to make a family? Why would I sign up for that? I'm pretty confident that she don't have no bad intentions. I'm pretty confident that she's not a bad person. I'm pretty confident that she probably has a pretty big heart. But she got some other stuff she got to work on. It's going to take a special guy to see it will be worth it to deal with her. And from what I see, the guy she's dreaming about, who she thinks she got a connection with, he don't see it. And the guy who came in to smash and dash, he don't see it. So Kendra always manages to capture how I feel in her facial expressions. Okay. Let's go back in.
You don't think you have any flaws, Vicky, honey?
I mean, I've worked on them. So it's like,
what were they?
Why would I want
right
to?
Now, not having a job, a guy will look at that as a flaw, but you not having a job right now?
No, not at all. Because I'm very well qualified. I'm very well qualified to get another one. So that's not a problem getting another job. It's never been a problem.
If a guy you was with didn't have a job, would that be a flaw? First of all, you said you didn't want to date a guy who didn't have a job. Then you switched it up to I'll help him find a job. Why would you help him find a job? Even though he's qualified, why would you help him find a job? If wouldn't it be a flaw if he didn't have a job? Ain't that why you would help him find one? Because you would consider that a flaw? Because if him not having a job is not a flaw, just like you having a job is not a flaw, and you both qualify, why would you help him find a job? Why aren't you helping yourself find a job? This is what I say. This chick, I pegged her out first minute and a half. She has bad decision making. Her logic is irrational. It is based solely off of emotions. And emotions make zero sense. Emotions make no sense to nobody but the person who is having the emotion. I promise you. The fact that I'm excited right now probably don't make no sense to nobody but me. Okay? This is what women have to understand. Your emotions make no sense to nobody but you. This is why I don't like to deal with highly emotional women. Because emotions is one of those things that is so strong, it can sway a person's thinking, but no amount of new information, logic, reasoning, any of that stuff can change it sometimes. You have new information. You have logic. You have reasoning. You have an apology. You have all of these things that I gave you. But you still want to feel this way. Emotions make 0 sense to only the person who is having them. And I need women to understand that. And this is how men deal with it. To a man, a woman's emotions is the hardest to deal with, because no matter how much new information, logic, reason, whatever a man will give you, you can still decide to feel a certain type of way. And that makes it unbearable for a man to be with you. Unbearable. And all of this hypocrisy and double standards and all this other stuff, it's a form of lying. It's a form of lying. It's not just lying when you're lying to a man. You lie to yourself. You lie to yourself. You don't have no flaws. You said you don't have no flaws. All right, let's go back in.
It's just finding the right job. So, yeah.
I know a lot of women who wouldn't do who ask for stuff that they don't have. Who want a man to do stuff that they wouldn't do. A woman could have 5 kids and ask a man to not have any kids. And make that a prerequisite. I can have 5 kids, but you can't have no kids. I can be unemployed, but you can't be unemployed. I'm still successful unemployed. You a bum if you're unemployed. It gets under my skin, y'all. Hypocrisy, double standards, and lying to yourself. You know darn well you're not successful and you ain't got no money coming in. You know darn well you got flaws. Stop lying. Stop lying to me. Stop lying to yourself. I'm not signing up for this chick. Let's go back in.
Would you date a guy with kids?
I have, and it's been really great. But like some of the other women were saying, I want my own. I want my own husband. I want my own children. I want mine. I don't want to have to say, "Oh, yo, baby mama," or somebody's got to leave, or I want my own.
Okay. Sorry. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Vicky?
Because we would be happy. We would be happy.
Temporarily. I really think that you would be happy with this chick. She don't seem to be argumentative or high stress, but she'll get on your nerves in another way. One time I had an ex, okay? And I looked at my ex for whatever reason. And she was smiling. And I was looking at her smile. And I was like, I can't stand you. Now, the reason I said this is because I didn't say it to her. I said it in my head. I didn't say it to her, for the record. But I was thinking to myself, I can't stand you. Why did I say that? Because her amount of delusion and lying to herself and her double standards and her hypocrisy had got me to the level of resentment. Okay. And I said, how dare you smile and laugh? This is what I said in my head. I didn't say this to her. How dare you smile at this moment right now? You think it's all gravy? This is what I was thinking to myself. You know how delusional you are and hypocritical and everything you are right now? How dare you laugh? How dare you enjoy this moment right now? So, like my ex, with her, she will be laughing. She will be smiling. We will probably seem to be having a good time. But in the back of my head, I will be thinking, this chick is crazy. She's delusional. She lies to herself. And I don't see us being able to move forward from this relationship. I will start to build resentment on the back end from her. On the surface level, it looked like we'll be cool. But on the back end, my resentment will be building up. I already know what's going to happen. So it's a hard pass for me, but let's go back in.
You know, you get tired of explaining, you just want to do. And when you're ready to do, you have to you try to make sure it's right. It's just, I guess it's just 34 turning 35 and understanding yourself and what it's, I don't know, it's just a transition age, 34 to 35. So, and to be single and no kids and not married, never engaged. But then understand, don't put yourself in that situation if you're not ready to handle it. You know, I didn't want to, when I was 24, I wasn't thinking about getting married and having kids. Even though the man I was with would have been great to marry and have kids with, but I wasn't ready. And I wasn't going to pretend to be ready. And I'm 34 and I'm like it's already here. Like 10 years later, like, what are you going to do, girl? You got to do something now. Because,
Okay, so the guy would be.
They call this they call this the wall. Now I call this the sprint to the wall. Okay. Watch my video, Sprint to the Wall. I'm gonna see if I can put it at the end of this video. And I explain my Mike the Philosopher theory of the sprint to the wall. This is what I think she is going through. And watch my other video, The Gray Zone. That's another Mike the Philosopher exclusive. The Gray Zone explains a bit of the gray area that she's in. She is in the gray zone. If you want to understand what the gray zone is, watch that video. Let's go back in.
Be happy. What's the age range you would date, honey? You're 34.
Yes. I'd probably say about 30. I'm probably about 33 to like 39. Still want to have kids and stuff. I need my husband to be able to run behind his kids too. So.
Oh, so he can't have kids already?
Yeah, I want my own.
Oh, I'm asking, can he have kids or no, he can't have kids?
I want to say no. But we'll see. I could try. I'll try, but it's not something I'm looking for, you know?
Do you want him to be in Atlanta?
No, he doesn't have to be.
Okay. Let's do it. Vicky, Atlanta. You didn't have a money requirement, or did you?
No.
Okay. Vicky Atlanta, no kids, 34, currently not working, is the Aries. And you do want your own kids, correct?
Of course, yes.
One of the cousins told me to ask you, what is your ethnicity?
I am, of
Mix.
course, Black, Creole. I just found out that there's a little bit of Japanese in there. That's why my eyes are so small. Um, and I'm mixed. So yeah, we'll just say very
Right there we go.
mixed.
Okay. All right, let's do it, Vicky. How can the guy reach out to you, honey?
And there you go with Vicky, y'all. I'm not gonna do the whole Instagram thing. If you want to get in contact with her, you reach out to check out Kendra's channel for that. She may be your one. All you fellas out there, she might be the one to get away. You know, she mix. You know, she got the squinty eyes. Uh, and very indecisive. Likes to lie to herself. You know, I should be nice. Doesn't seem like an unpleasant woman though. If I'm being honest, we could kick it. We could definitely kick it. Probably have a good time. Take her out on a date. Things like that. See, ladies, y'all have to understand something. Men will put you in categories. There's the friend zone. There's the smash zone. There's the placeholder girlfriend zone. And then there's the wifey zone. Okay? She's in the gray zone. But there's a friend zone. So I will put her in the smash zone. Okay? She's probably will be a good friend, but she probably be a good smash buddy too. I'm just keeping it real. Can we talk? Okay? Y'all need some honesty in your life. Okay? I'm here for that. Okay? My business is hours are right now. So I'm here to be honest. She's in a smash zone. The girlfriend placeholder, which what I mean by girlfriend placeholder, she's good enough to be a girlfriend, she ain't good enough to be a wife. Okay. She's not in that zone. Not for me. She's not in a girlfriend zone. For some guys she might be. And you know, and it just wouldn't really work out. She definitely ain't in the wifey zone. I'm not gonna waste my one time to get it right with this chick. No. Cut it out. All right. But all in all, I can hang out with her. We can hook up, Netflix, chill, and have a good time. And I'll see you next weekend. Okay. But that would be as far as I would take it as a guy. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Am I a bad guy for that? I'm just being real. Okay. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.